You cannot be a Taylor Swift fan anymore. And I know that hurts.
She probably is embracing some occult things.
This is demonic music, putting you in a trance, giving you demonic spirits, opening the door to demons as you're under the spell she's putting you on.
I don't care the science that they say.
Post-concert amnesia, they have been temporarily possessed. They are temporarily influenced by Satan.
She does satanic rituals and witchcraft.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today we're talking about, is Taylor Swift a real witch? That's where we are today in society. This is our conversation. So this is video part 2 in my discussion of Taylor Swift. The first video, click the link to watch it, is about whether or not Taylor Swift is a good Christian. A lot of people were upset with her because of what we're gonna get into in this video. But my last one was really more comprehensive on the religious front. This one is going to be a little bit more laid back, a lot more fun, because we're just talking about, is she wearing a pointy hat casting spells on people? And I'm actually not kidding. People think that she's casting spells on her audience. We'll get there. She is practicing witchcraft. It's literally in most of her lyrics. For instance, they're burning all the witches even if you aren't one. So light me up, go ahead and lie. Oh my God, okay, so that song's literally even if you aren't one. But we're gonna ignore that part. This is just basically Taylor admitting she's a witch. It's a good song, by the way. I read between the lines. She's just a fabricated puppet in the industry's game. People make comparisons in songs, right? They use imagery to paint a picture that is symbolic of other things. Taylor also has in one of her song lyrics, and I quote, "And when I felt like I was an old cardigan under someone's bed, you put me on and said I was your favorite." Do we think that she is literally a cardigan? Leave a comment and let me know. This is a valid question because it's the same amount of seriousness that I give her when she says that she's the Wicked Witch from the West or whatever. But no, y'all are just really good at reading between the lines.
What's up, guys? How you doing? I'm Paul. Taylor Swift, is she a witch?
Oh yes, let's discuss Paul. I can't wait.
Have you heard the recent reports that people are leaving the Taylor Swift Eras concert and the next day they get up and they can't remember chunks of the concert? And there are people that are saying it's because perhaps Taylor Swift is casting spells that are causing memory loss. Amnesia.
That actually is something that I've heard quite a bit about, and we're gonna get into it, but this video that Paul made, it's basically just like a recap of all the things other people are saying. He gives very little of his own commentary here and there. When he does, I'll bring it in because some of it's sort of funny, but mostly nothing too crazy was said, I guess, in comparison of other videos I've seen. But in all seriousness, there are a lot of people out there that truly believe Taylor Swift is casting spells on her audience. Like it made the news.
For Swifties, seeing Taylor Swift live is a dream come true. But for some of these diehard fans, they have no memory of their concert experience. It's being called Taylor amnesia.
Taylor amnesia, please, Inside Edition. No. This is her casting spells, obviously. Or could there be another explanation?
And if you have a strong emotion, you can either heighten a memory or you can suppress it.
Literally, there are doctors now that feel the need to comment on this because so many people are saying it's a spell. What a world to live in. But here's an interview from a girl who went to her concert and apparently has this amnesia.
You spent almost $1,000 on a ticket, right? And you can't remember anything?
It felt like so surreal. Afterwards, as we were leaving, I was like, did she play this song? I don't remember this song. I don't remember her doing that.
What? That is crazy. That's actually very shocking. I didn't think I was gonna watch this clip and be this blown away at how crazy that statement is. But wow, she spent $1,000 on a ticket. That's the craziest thing you're gonna hear this entire video.
No, I have not heard that.
You've not heard these reports? Apparently it's like a pretty big thing.
I heard about the amnesia, but not that it's because she's a witch and she's casting spells.
Okay.
I appreciate that Morgan in the background is laughing because it does sound so ridiculous that, yeah, the amnesia thing, it's all over the news. But the idea that it's because she's a witch on stage casting spells on people, that is laughable. An ounce of sanity can be seen, but not too much. Because if you look in the comments section of the video that I showed you, the Inside Edition clip, there was a whole conversation going on about how she's actually a witch. So they talked about amnesia. This person says, or she is casting demonic frequencies during her rituals and her sets / music. Someone says exactly. I mean, everyone is agreeing. I heard she casts spells. Bingo, finally somebody wide awaken. What bothers me is people say God isn't real, but then why do we have this whole entertainment and music industry trying to separate us from him? Obviously, he is real. If the devil makes it his goal to separate us. Facts. Yes, this, 10,000%. Exactly. I often think that the devil and the demons give the game away. They're not as smart as they think. Haha, demons, you're not as smart as you think. Taylor Swift really be doing witchcraft on her fans these days. It's a spell, sort of like a demon-possessed environment, clearly. I mean, everybody is talking about this. I'm actually surprised at how popular this concept is. It's not just like a little thing. A few crazies think that she's casting spells on people. No, like a lot of people really think this. You see it on Instagram, you see it on TikTok. People are showing clips from her music videos, from her concerts. Like, this is an agreed upon idea. I mean, in my last video, I played a clip on her discussing her views on politics and religion, and yes, she is a Christian. But that is not enough to satisfy some people, because now it's truly believed by many that she is a witch. Or a person with a demon, or a witch that has friends that are demons. I don't know. All the above, right? And we are really going to dive into some of the wild things people say. I'm going to read more comments, but even better, I'm going to play videos of people trying to really prove that that's what's going on, that it is witchcraft, satanic, demonic, all the things. It's gonna be fun. But you wanna know what else is fun? Sometimes just relaxing at the end of the day and playing a game. And with that, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Love and Pies. Love and Pies is a really fun mobile game that I have actually heard a lot of people talking about lately. I've been seeing it everywhere, and finally I decided I wanted to try it for myself. Y'all might not know this about me, but I really do love playing games on my phone. I find it very relaxing, especially whenever I have a long day. My days are long and hard, guys. I have two very small children. So I like to sit and relax and watch something fun on TV or play a really cute game. It's my guilty pleasure, a fun little escape, and just something that's so easy to casually pull out and do whenever. And it's like a mystery. You want to just keep playing to find out what's gonna happen next. The main character is this girl, and she's a single mom, and then, oh my gosh, there's like love interests and all these crazy things that keep happening. I am here for it. So it's a match game. You basically match a bunch of different ingredients to make pies and other sweet treats that you can then serve your customers. One of my favorite things to do is when you get enough coins, you can make design choices in your little cafe. You can pick the different colors. I went with a lot of pink on things. Can you tell I like pink? There's a lot of fun events for your rewards and prizes, so it's very exciting and it's beautifully done. And I just love the creativity behind it, that I get to make it my own, decorate things the way that I like, and just sitting back and enjoying myself to play a game for a little bit. So if you want to join me, you can download Love and Pies for free on iOS and Android. Click the link in the description below and check it out. And who knows, while you're playing, maybe you can listen to some Taylor Swift. You know, spice it up.
Most recent concert, Taylor Swift is performing witchcraft. And I know this is gonna raise some controversy in the comments, but this just doesn't look right to me.
Yeesh. I'll be honest, that definitely looks ritualistic.
Yeesh. Okay, sure, it does. But so do a lot of different movies that I've seen. I mean, there's all kinds of different forms of entertainment that have different themes. Sometimes it's Western, sometimes it's sci-fi, sometimes it's a documentary about the Duggar family. And if we're gonna talk about ritualistic things, listen, I will win this. I grew up Catholic. That's right. Not a whole lot creepier than some of the imagery you see in Catholicism. And one step closer to the source, my grandmother was born in Rome, so my Italian family is all in that area. When I used to go visit as a kid, we would go to the Vatican. We would go to the catacombs. I'm sorry, the Vatican? It gave me the heebie-jeebies, I'll just say that much. But like I said, everybody is talking about this. I even saw Right Wing Watch on Twitter, and I refuse to call it X, tweet about this MAGA pastor going crazy about it.
That if you look at her concerts, man, she does satanic rituals and witchcraft. Why would you want to put that stuff in your home? You talk about blinding yourself again.
Satanic rituals and witchcraft. People think this shit is real. We live in a world where people think, in my brain, the equivalent of Hogwarts is real.
And she made a post, which you can see here, where she literally says, witches be like, sometimes I just want to listen to music while pining away, sulking, staring out the window. It's me. I'm witches. Never fear. The Willow Lonely Witch remix is here with the crystal ball. That's Taylor Swift posting that.
Paul, have you not heard the saying, bitches be like, And then it's like a meme where it's like, yeah, it's me. I'm bitches. That's sort of what she's making fun of.
With the crystal ball.
Where is my crystal ball? Oh, it's in the bedroom. I mean, if you look around, like, I decorate in a very, like, witchy way. I tell you what, I am not a witch. Now there's gonna be, watch it, there's gonna be all these conspiracy theories coming out that I am in fact a witch. I welcome it, go ahead. And you know what? Sidetrack. A lot of people out there truly think they are a witch, right? This is a thing that people dabble in, I guess. They have, maybe they have crystals, maybe they like do spells or whatever they think are spells, which in my mind are like sort of the equivalent of prayers, but don't attack me, as I set myself up to be attacked by people who identify as a witch. Listen, when I think of a witch, I think of like a green face, a long nose, a broom that you fly across the moon on. Like, that's what I think of as a witch. I know that I'm not religious, but I'm also like not a fan of anything supernatural. I don't believe in anything supernatural. If you think that you truly can cast spells, I think you are slightly delusional. And I know that I'm pissing people off right now, and I'm sorry, because I want to respect everybody, but like, just because I respect a person does not mean I respect their beliefs. I separate those things wholeheartedly. But if you think you are a wizard at Hogwarts, I have something else to tell you. I don't believe in the fairy tale magic stuff. If you think you are psychic in any capacity, I think you are full of it. If you think you've seen a ghost, I think maybe there's something else going on in your life. Like, I'm sorry, I don't believe in anything supernatural. So to me, this whole conversation about Taylor Swift and is she really a witch, it's all so bizarre. It's all so bizarre to me. And again, sorry if I'm offending you guys. This is my channel. These are my thoughts. These are my views. If you're not used to my channel, I do a lot of rants on things that I particularly don't believe in, okay? And if you truly think you have magical powers, I'm not gonna buy into it.
We could take her at her word and say, she's saying, hey, witches, I'm a witch, that she is indeed a witch. So far, this is the most incriminating, is that the right word? Incriminating evidence.
It's not incriminating. I made the joke earlier about her having, imagery about comparing herself to a cardigan in one of her lyrics. I'm sure there's a picture of her I could find online right now wearing a cardigan. That does not prove to anyone anywhere that she is a literal cardigan. Imagery of things that are witchy does not mean she's a literal witch. And Katy Perry is not an actual peppermint, guys. Stop reading this much into it.
Incriminating evidence against Tay-Tay. That's not a great one, Tay-Tay. And just even reading that, even if she is just jumping on the trendy bandwagon and thinks this is gonna help her sell more of this song and add to the mystery of it, when she makes a post like that and kind of identifies as a witch, it makes me think she probably is embracing some occult things. All
right, that's enough of Paul. That's the most, I guess, accusatory thing he said in his video, that she could be embracing some things of the occult or whatever. And honestly, I'm impressed that he didn't go further with it. I guess he was just sort of making a video reporting on things that he had heard and not necessarily so much of what he himself believes. And I can respect saying someone is embracing aspects of the occult, because that's not flat out saying this person is a witch and they believe that they have superpowers and all these other crazy things that I can find in other commentary videos. And yes, we will get there. But just because Paul didn't totally jump off the deep end in this video doesn't mean that some of the comments did the same thing. I am a witch hunter. I would love to see like a day in the life video of a witch hunter. I'm a witch hunter because I know where they are and what their thoughts are. And she, along with all the other ladies in Hollywood, are witches. Name one God-fearing soul in Hollywood. Go ahead, I'm waiting. Like, day in the life video for this person, please. Yup, witch. Her and Madonna and Beyonce and Kim K and ... All of Hollywood women are witches. Hollywood man are warlocks. Well, you know what? I appreciate you being inclusive. Thanks for throwing the guys in there too.
I'm telling y'all, this is demonic music, putting you in a trance, giving you demonic spirits, opening the door to demons as you're under the spell she's putting you on.
Oh my God, so many different, insane, in my opinion, commentators on YouTube talking about this. I'm gonna skip past that guy. I just cannot. And let's talk about Vlad. Vlad, you are very interesting to me.
But we must understand, we live in a day and age where Satan will use entertainers and he will use artists who will go to a certain level of fame, and then through that, he will spread his propaganda and begin to influence a young generation, even if it's just to desensitize them toward particular Christian values and standards.
I've heard this sentiment expressed by a lot of different religious people. So this isn't anything really new to me. Basically, he's going to claim that Taylor Swift is a vessel of Satan, right? Spreading news to desensitize people to evil tendencies.
Willow is about intrigue, desire, and complexity that goes into wanting someone. I think it sounds like casting a spell to make someone fall in love with you. And there's a very oddly specific visual that's involved in her Willow video. She is very open about her witchcraft persona.
It's not being open about a witchcraft persona to make a video that has a theme that goes along with a song that has a theme that is also portrayed in concerts. Like, she did not just come out as a witch because she has a video, a music video, a song, a performance with that same song that has this type of vibe. She's been very open with her stance on politics and religion, like I went into detail on in my last video. If she were really a witch and needed to come out to the world and just come out of the witch closet, she would do it, guys.
The standard Hollywood image of witchcraft. People have been accusing her of performing witchcraft. She credits Lady Gaga for casting a magic spell on her, and Calvin Harris, her former boyfriend. Now,
okay, so now Lady Gaga is also a witch, but that makes sense, right? Because on Paul's video, we learned that every woman in Hollywood is a witch, so it checks out.
And America is becoming more pagan to cast spells for people to find love. So if you want to find love, you would go and they would cast spells on you. These spells are extremely dangerous. First of all, the whole idea is demonic, but those spells, they have their expiration date and they usually backfire. I have met people, we prayed for people, delivered people from demons that got those demons through those spells. When those spells stop working, those people that came together because of that spell, they live like cats and dogs. They hate each other. And a lot of times when they break up or something happens with that, it's just devastating on that relationship.
If you have a bad breakup, guys, it's because it was the result of a spell gone wrong. If you watch my last video, the girl came to the conclusion that every bad relationship you have, if you're fighting with your husband, if you're stressed, if you have depression in general, it's because of the music you listen to. In particular, if you listen to Taylor Swift, you'll have those things. It's not like mental health is real. It's because you're listening to Taylor. But this guy has a new theory. This guy says it's because someone else cast a love spell on you, and those are very, very, very dangerous. I just can't get over it. Like, these people, literally, it sounds to me like they are saying Hogwarts is a real place, and there's witches, and there's warlocks, and there's sorcerers, and they're all casting their spells with their magic wands, and it's real, and you have to be careful. I'm like, no, y'all, it's a movie. It's really just somebody wrote about it in a book once. Kind of like religion.
Post-concert amnesia. There are scientific explanations to why people don't remember a Swift concert, but it could also be that they have been temporarily possessed.
I love how he even mentions science, right? Yeah, like there are scientific reasons, or it could be that they're possessed temporarily. The science is there, but it's probably
possessed.
Like, we're just gonna blow past the scientific explanation.
It could also have been that they are temporarily influenced by Satan.
Oh yeah, of course. We have to include that equally likely scenario that it's just Satan, right? It's always Satan.
There's two main things that I want to highlight concerning this. Number one, and that is spells are not okay. If you watch her Willow video and just the idea that is becoming more and more culturally relevant, and that is with witchcraft, with mediums, with spiritists, with divination, and with sorcery.
Magic is not real. Y'all, I was a kid, I feel like a long, long time ago, when I believed that this stuff was real and took it seriously. But it's very bizarre to me as an adult to see other adults talking about witchcraft and sorcery as though they are real things going on today. This is like, people really think this way.
And as a person who believes in casting out evil spirits, I see this more and more. And the people that are being today on, I would say, the devil's payroll to help propagate and spread paganism in our culture are artists and movie stars and specifically people who produce music.
People who produce music. I mean, that's like what my husband does for a living, so I should probably go check to see if he's a warlock. I never thought of it before just now, but it makes a lot of sense.
They begin to portray to our generation, young people, that casting spells, practicing Ouija boards, talking to the dead people, having a medium, a spiritist, sorcery, all of this is innocent. There's white magic, there's black magic, there's just good magic, and there's bad magic. There's bad witches, and then there are good witches.
There are no witches. There are no witches. And I know people are gonna call me a witch. I literally have a Ouija board as a decoration in here. Like, I have a certain style that I like to decorate, right? But I literally look at it as decorations. Not one part of me is like, ooh, what dead person am I going to talk to tonight?
You must not eat anything with blood in it, and you must not practice divination or sorcery.
All right, I will do my best going forward to no longer practice divination and sorcery. I'll just find a way to make that work. But not eating anything with blood in it, like, have y'all not had like a juicy steak? Is that not okay? Does Leviticus frown upon that? Are all y'all vegetarians now because some of the meat that you eat probably does have blood in it?
Leviticus 19:31. You must not turn to mediums or spiritists. Do not seek them out, or you will be defiled by them. For I am the Lord your God.
Wow, okay. Y'all really love some Leviticus. Christians and their Leviticus.
Leviticus 20:27. A man also or a woman who has a familiar spirit, who is a wizard, shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones. Their blood shall be upon them.
This guy is literally living in the Salem witch trials. Like, he wants to burn all the witches. Such a beautiful quote though, right? Go ahead and light me up.
About karma. That karma is not the gospel. Karma is a concept with a few definitions, specifically in Hinduism and Buddhism.
We've discussed karma a lot in the last video. The girl who was equally fun to talk about believes that Taylor Swift has a literal demon whose name is karma, that she's cast out of people before. And it was a very, very true story that very much really seriously happened, you guys. Comments on this guy's video. Well, she's heading to hell. She can turn back, but will she? The price people are willing to pay is unreal. She will spend eternity in hell. Well, I will send a prayer up for her. No wonder she become that famous. I feel sorry for these celebrities. I think it's time to people wake up and stop idolizing them. They worship the Satan. How evil and disgusting and disturbing. Punctuation, guys. She's a practicing witch, and she sold her soul to the devil. So sad. Witches aren't real. All right, now I would like to jump back to Tracy. She was like one of the main focuses of my last video, but this is the girl that I mentioned earlier who thought she cast out a literal demon named Karma from a friend, because casting out, that's a thing that really happens. People do it. It's not a joke.
That was a demon that I cast out of somebody. It was a witchcraft spirit, which is ironic because of all the witchcraft stuff surrounding Taylor Swift, people going to her concerts and then having amnesia, literally not being able to remember what happened at the concerts. And that's not normal. I don't care. The science that they say is the reasoning behind it is like, it's bogus.
Again, with the science, you guys, people think that there's science behind it, but that's not real. The science isn't real. What is real is magic and witchcraft and spells and demons.
They can't, it only happened to her concerts, and who else? Beyonce's concerts. Both women who have exposed themselves by the things that they say, by the things that they do as doing witchcraft.
Oh, Beyonce, guys. Beyonce's a witch. This whole concept is so ridiculous to me. It's hard to take it seriously. And I found myself for a long time saying I was not going to do a video on this, but I just keep seeing more and more and more people. And I think just because Taylor Swift has the magnitude of success that she has, she's become a target for evangelicals. I mean, honestly, I feel like everyone is in some way at some point in their life. I just never imagined it going down a path of like such ridiculousness. Like I told you, like when I was a kid, I used to watch movies and shows, and some of them had like witches or vampires or I don't know, zombies in it. Do I think those things are real though? No, I grew up. I'm a whole ass adult. Like I'm not, but people out there really believe it. And you know, religion, I have my own opinions on it, right? But I feel like it's so many more steps past that when you truly believe in basically Harry Potter. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna give it a whole try. I'm gonna try. Everyone watching this video, give it a like, Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I feel like the jazz hands helps the magic be real. Anyway, you will subscribe to my channel and this video will do very well in the algorithm. Ooh. Watch that work and then everyone's like, see, it's confirmed, she's a witch. Anyway, guys, thanks for going on this 2-part Taylor Swift journey with me. I cannot believe this is as big as a topic of conversation as it is, and it finally got to the point where I broke and I'm like, fine, let's talk about Taylor Swift. I actually love Taylor Swift, so I feel like that's gonna be another thing that these people use against me, like, well, you just like her music, which means even more so that you're a witch. Because everybody who listens to her is a witch. Or it's like a vampire. It's like she bites you and then you turn into a vampire too. With that, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching. Seriously, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.